today we have Shatabdi with us to talk a little about her life in life science and how she has been dealing with all of this recently. So, Shatabdi, I would love to for you to introduce yourself to our audience, please.
So, hey everyone, I'm Shatabdi Krishti Borgohai and I'm currently pursuing my master's in Alagappa University, which is in Tamil Nadu, in a very small part of Tamil Nadu. It's called as Karikuri, so most probably you will not know it. So, I'm doing my master's here, and I guess you get to know me as Nisha asked me more questions.
Yes, definitely. So to start from the basics, Shatabdi, I'll obviously ask you how was your experience since
Mm.
you have done your bachelor's in Shillong, which is again a small town in Meghalaya. Very
Yeah.
less people know about it, and then you had to move from there to Tamil Nadu. But obviously, it was a big move, right? So how was the experience of everything?
So, firstly, I'll say that we share that bachelor's feeling, Nishna and me, because she's literally my senior. So we all know how Shillong was. Like Shillong had this air where the right after 12, when you go to Shillong, you just experience so many things, like the place, the food, the culture, everything. And obviously, our department was also it was a very good department with supportive teachers and everything. So when I moved to Tamil Nadu, it was a cultural shock, definitely, because the culture is totally different. And I would say, like, Tamil Nadu is like a paradox. Like, there are so many opposing forces going on here. Like, for example, just one thing, if I have to say, like, women mostly, if you think of modern women, then you are thinking of, women with pantsuits or women going to work and everything. So, but here, when I came, everybody is traditional, but they are working at such big level, at such intricate levels. They are working in molecular biology. They are finding the next cure to cancer even, and that too they have flowers in their hair also. It's really nice to see that they are while they are conservative, they are still so developed. So that was one thing. That was the cultural difference, the development, the level of development in Tamil Nadu, and obviously, like, I faced some language barriers and everything, but then now I have learned a lot of Tamil as well. So it's always fun to learn a new language. So yeah, it's been a very fun, adventurous journey so far, and I've traveled a lot after coming here. I've gone to so many places, so it's a very good experience.
Okay, so like you have been studying masters there now, but like your how did you start with your life science background? Because you chose biotech as your major,
Yeah,
and now you have gone to take masters into it. So how has that been?
yeah. So, like, if I have to say from the very earliest of my memories, like, I had a certain book that said, like, what do you want to be when I was like 6, 7 years. So, there, one thing I always used to write that I read through all the pages and I was like, I want to be a scientist. But, over time that changed. One part of my life, I just wanted to be a historian. I had nothing to do with science. The next part, I was like, oh, I'll be a doctor. Then when in class 11 and 12, I finally got to know about biotechnology. I just thought that it was COVID year as well when we went for degree,
Yeah.
BSc. So I thought, let me just give it a shot. Let me just see what else I can, get in this degree or in this
Industry.
part of science. So in that way, it's still going on. I'm still discovering more and more about the subject, and it's been fun. Like, I really like this subject.
Okay,
So,
so
like, while studying, I realized that I really like it.
okay. So, like when it comes to your coursework, while you're doing it in Alagappa University, like, is there anything specific which like is like major interest of yours that has also inspired you with your dissertation, maybe something like that?
Mhm. Uh, Before coming here, I would say that I had no idea, honestly. I knew the basics and everything, but after coming here, I got to know the animal cell culture world a lot. Like, I did my internship in animal cell culture, and I also did it on, it involved human samples as well. Like, I did it in a hospital research center. So after that, I was really interested in that, and I got an interest in neurobiology. So now my coursework, my dissertation, it involves around Alzheimer's disease, like drug discovery for Alzheimer's. So, like, I would say my interest is around that part.
Okay. So you said that in internship you had the opportunity to work with human cells as well. So if you could like tell our audience like how you landed up with the internship, which got you like
Mhm.
this experience and everything.
Okay. So the internship was in Ganga Orthopedic Research Center. It's a hospital, like Ganga Hospital. It's in Coimbatore, so it's one of the best hospitals for spine research. They do their research in spine, and basically their research involves around. They say that like we all have back pains, right?
Yeah.
So their research proved that back pain occurs because of some bacterial infection, our natural bacteria that we have in our body that actually affects us as we grow old, and that causes back pain. So that's their whole research. So when the whole internship thing was going on during summers, actually I applied to way too many places, and let me tell you, like in landing on an internship is so difficult. Like you will be rejected from everything.
True.
So so for this, I actually went to my professor and I asked him, like, do you have any recommendations and stuff? And he recommended me this hospital. So I connected with the head of the department there through LinkedIn, and I asked her for internship opportunity, and luckily she gave me. So that's how I landed. But there are many internship portals, but it's not very easy always
Yes, yes,
to get
definitely.
there.
When it comes to internships, it's like um, the audience is like so packed. I would say the list like goes on. That's why
Yeah.
it's very difficult to like grab one opportunity. You know, where your
Mhm.
interests match your um, internship place as well. You know, so
Yeah.
um, other than like your internship, so you're doing a dissertation on Alzheimer's. You said so. Like,
Mhm.
are there any challenges you're majorly that you're facing right now? And I mean, dissertation itself is a challenge. Completing is itself a
Yeah.
challenge. But working on it, like, has everything been smooth?
Yeah.
Obviously not. But yeah, like, tell us the details.
Uh, so basically, my lab, they don't. We have many projects going on in our lab. So like our scholars, they don't give us a specific project. They're like making us work in everything so that we gain the experience. So a challenge that I would say would be working with mice, mice models and everything. Because it's Alzheimer's, we work with mice
Yes,
models.
yes.
So we treat them with drugs and everything. We make them go through some tests, different kind of tests, memory related tests and everything.
Okay,
And
okay.
after that, obviously the sacrificial part comes where we have to, sacrifice them. So that is kind of difficult because we literally grow them from from their birth till
Yeah,
their old age. We
yeah,
are literally at every stage, and then we have to finally sacrifice them as well. So that is a bit difficult in
yeah,
animal labs,
yeah.
but then it's part of our work. So
Yeah, that's definitely there. I mean, this is what is gonna make you have all the experiences, but at the same time, you'll feel
yeah,
bad. But it's for the greater good. So
yeah,
I don't know. We'll see what the audience has to say on this. So, you have also majorly like you have cleared the gate exam. So that is a major
yeah.
major accomplishment. Okay. So how was
Thank
your
you.
experiences while like preparing for it as well as when you went for the exam? How was it for you?
Gate, the the real scenario is you don't get actual time for preparing. Honestly, if I have to say, because with your masters, with your lab work, because sometimes I work till 10 o'clock or something, so there's no time.
True.
So just with like the basics, I would say like in Shillong, I had a very nice basics, uh, developed by my professors. I would say from there till now, like the basics are very clear for me, and then I just did question papers, nothing else. I did not study separately. I just did question papers. So I did not pass with a huge margin, but I just barely passed. So as long as it's clear, it's fine.
No, no, no. You did it.
And
You did a good job.
thank you.
Anything else like you would like to share? You know, when students are, you know, any pattern which a student has to go through if he or she is like gonna give the exam, which you think you implemented and it was
Hmm.
good for you, so you want them to implement as well.
Yeah, that's one thing. Like whenever I'm doing questions, see, a question has four options. MCQs, they have
Yes,
four options.
yes.
So after you find one answer, like if you can find the answers for the other three as well, then you have done four questions at one go. So you know the answer for four questions. So that is one technique. And the second technique is after you know a question, like say they are asking like what does this immunoglobulin does. So after that, what you can do is you can just read up on, like while doing the question, you can just read up on all the immunoglobulins, what are all the functions of every other immunoglobulin class. So that's how I study. Like at one go, I would just study everything so that I don't
Yeah,
have to study things separately.
separately. And that is, I think, that is a very nice method because you're covering a lot of things at this. You're
Yeah.
covering a lot of things at the same time, which is like very helpful in a way, and you can make notes at the same time. So, okay, this
Yeah.
has been like your academic journey. So, like when it comes to see, because you have come from the northeast and you have gone towards the south. So were there like any
Yeah.
how would I say, cultural differences when it comes to like your friend circle, you know, your environment, when it comes to studies and everything, which were,
Yeah.
you thought at first you thought it will be manageable, but you were like, okay, somewhat it was not how you thought it would be.
Uh, one of no, friends wise, I won't say much. Like definitely the friends group are totally different.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Here it's different, there it's different, but I love them also. The point is, I like them in their own way.
Yes, yes.
But I would say challenges were definitely there because one thing I noticed after reaching here in my hostel, there were no tables. There were no
Oh.
tables, and there were only two beds per room. So for around 3 months or something, I had to sleep on the ground, and I had to, ask the warden for specifically for a bed, showing that I have allergy and stuff. So that she gave me bed after that. And then like there's no table, so everything that you do, like studying or anything, you have to do on the bed or on the ground. And here I've seen that everybody just studies anywhere, on the staircase, on outside, or anywhere they will just study. So
Yes.
that was one thing that was quite difficult because in Shillong we have our own tables, we have our own bed, and in Shillong I stayed in YWCA, which is a Christian hostel. So they had very good, they gave privacy. They had very good, what to say, um, facilities. So
Facilities.
here these
Yeah.
those facilities, I really miss them.
Yeah, so obviously there's a point where you end up comparing your previous place to the place you're staying right now. Rephrase that question, I will say ki, has there been any topic that is making you eager to, you know, approach in the future, like since your masters is already, you know, on the verge of the completion? Is there anything like that?
Mm. Topic topic wise, like I already said, I'm very interested in neurobiology,
Mm.
and then there are some research going on in India that's on neuroscience of mostly in ISC it's going on, like neuroscience of pain or age. They're researching on such things that we don't actually think about,
Yeah.
like how are you perceiving pain in your body, or how do you think some things, or how do you
Yeah.
perceive color
The
or
little
object.
details which we kind of ignored.
Yeah, the little,
Mm.
yeah. So those things they are focusing on. So that is very interesting in this line. And also evolutionary biology and epigenetics is at rise now. Mostly in South India, people are working on epigenetics a lot. Epigenetics is basically genetics that is not heritable. Those are not heritable, but still, like that does not come through gene, but through environment or environment factors, or some factors that does not directly affect the gene, but it affects in such a way that it is passed on from our mother to their offspring. But it's not heritable, or it's not in the gene level. So that is epigenetics. So that work is also going on, and it's pretty interesting.
Okay. So, I mean, okay, that is about you know what interests you right now. But when it comes to like you yourself, since okay, masters is completed, you have also given GATE now. So, is there anything like where do you see yourself in the coming years? Is there anything that you're focusing on that you want to really, really, you know, work on? Is there anything, or you're just like, okay, you know, one step at a time, let's go one step at a time and
Mm.
explore? Is there something going on like that, like career wise?
Uh, Career wise, I have had some opportunities like project associate and stuff, project assistant and stuff. So I have had some opportunities for those things. So I'm in between, like I'm giving exams. I already gave GATE, and then I'm going to give some JRF exams. So after that, like if I can clear them, then I'll go for PhD. Or between that time, I would also like if I get some opportunities as some project assistant, I would do it. So that's what I'm thinking for the near future. I haven't gone that far yet.
Yeah. It's okay. It's okay. That is actually very well thought. I would say very well put. You know, if anyone is like after masters, many of them are confused. So you have put up a
Yeah,
plan. So
sure.
people might follow this, be like, okay, I can aim for project associate. I can aim for cracking JRF, and you know work
Yeah.
accordingly. So that is a good plan. It's not bad about it. Okay, so okay, let's get back to your bachelor's level and be like, okay, if you had something to change, you know, since okay, you have already completed your masters, but if there is anything that you would change in your bachelor's and be like, if I had changed that, you know, something would have been different right now. Is there anything like have you ever thought like that?
Yeah, I would say if I had gone to chemistry class more,
Okay.
because I used to bunk every chemistry class, every other chemistry class. I used to bunk. I
Okay.
used to go out, eat food and everything. I
Okay.
used to go to Limu during chemistry classes. So yeah, because chemistry you need it in every entrance, in everything. Chemistry is
Mm.
so interlocked with everything that you
Yeah.
need it at each phase.
Yes.
So my chemistry is very bad, and I struggle a lot because of it. So that's why I would say going to chemistry classes.
Go into chemistry
That's one
classes
thing I would
more.
say.
Okay. 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 So I mean, to wrap up this, like a final question to wrap up this, I would say, what is like, it could be one or it could be many, any advice that you would like to give, maybe who are students who are still doing bachelors, or maybe students who are thinking of going into life sciences, or maybe students who don't know about life sciences but are exploring. Is there any advice you would like to give them?
Um, advice, I would
Or
say that no, life science, it's about life, obviously, and
mm,
it's not one thing. It's so many things. Literally, you can work on so many small things. Even in biotech, if you come to the world of biotech, I know even you did your masters in bioinformatics, I think.
yes,
So,
yes.
like the world of bioinformatics, like I've seen my friends who came from Shillong,
Mm,
and they are doing their masters here with me, and they're doing in bioinformatics.
mm,
So, like I've seen how motivated they are towards their subject.
yeah.
Like so you can go to so many different kind of lines through this,
Mm,
through life science.
mm,
If you're interested in chemistry, you can go for biochem, or you can just go for plain chemistry, or you can go for if you're interested in superhero movies, you can literally come and check how these different genetic manipulations are done. So
exactly.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then if you are interested in psychological thrillers, you can come and check out how we are carrying out this different tests in mice, how we are checking their mindset,
Mm,
how mice brains work and everything. So then if you are interested in bioinformatics, you can just check out the whole world that is literally at the tip of your fingers. You can
mm,
literally put some code and the whole world will unfold. Like you can do anything. So life science, and definitely after COVID, there has been a huge rise in people focusing on biotech,
mm,
and also the government is focusing a lot on biotech. So I would say that it's a pretty good field to you know
explore. Mm,
work on or explore right
yeah.
now. And many people say that there are not many jobs in this sector.
Mm,
Definitely, it's not that much. The pay is less when you after masters. Right after masters, you go if you go for some project assistant work, then
mm,
you will get around 22,000, 25,000 max.
mm,
So yeah, they compared to an IT job, it's not that much, but it's not nothing. It's
yeah.
it's still something.
It's still
So
something.
there are jobs in this sector. It only depends on how you take it. It's on your perspective. If you
Mm,
are coming to this field, then you can have fun. It's not like you
mm,
can't. Like for me, I work in lab for so long till 11, 12, but there are too many incubation breaks also
mm.
in the within
Yeah,
that
yeah,
long hours.
within the
There's
experiment.
lot. The incubation break might be 3 hours. So I just go out, I have fun, I come back again, do work, and I go back to my room. So it's really on your perspective. If you enjoy it, then definitely you will love it. So
Exactly. That's
that's
very
it.
well put. That it depends on your perspective on how you're gonna take the subject. Even if you're not like planning to go for life science, it doesn't matter. But it just depends on your perspective on whatever you're trying to study.
Yeah,
Very well
yeah,
put.
because everything is difficult. Like if you go to study arts, it's difficult as well.
Yes,
If you come to
exactly.
study this, it's difficult as well. And biotech is, I will say that it's really difficult.
Yes, yes,
So
definitely.
if you like it, then you can come, you can try it. And it's not like you have to stay in this line. You can go for, people go for MBA after this, or people go for jobs like IPR and other things.
Yes.
So there are many options. It's not like you have to stay in this line forever.
Correct, correct, correct. I mean, there's so many areas to explore when it comes to life science. Just life science, it's like there's so many areas. Many people don't even know
Yeah,
about biotech and
exactly.
bioinfo. They get to know about when they're reaching their bachelor's level or maybe even masters. So, obviously,
Yeah,
there has been a lot of growth in this sector. So, definitely in the future, more growth we'll be able to see, hopefully.
hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully. Okay. So, yeah, that's that for today's episode. And thank you so much, Shatabdi, for being with us and sharing your experiences. And
Thank you for inviting me.
yeah,